Hello, my name is Alexandra Beck, and I'm a Tulane student studying political science and communication with a minor in music. I'm from North Andover, Massachusetts, and when I'm home, love going up to Boston on weekends. Last semester, a little bit more about me, I was studying abroad in the Czech Republic in Prague with CIEE, which was my study abroad travel company. While I was there, I found out there was an opportunity to work with the program itself in delivering messages about the study abroad program to prospective students, which I did through creating digital content on multiple social media platforms, as well as writing blogs about my study abroad experience for prospective students. I was really interested in that opportunity because I find it really interesting to connect with companies to promote messages, especially when I'm passionate about them. And it led me to being a little bit more interested in what goes on behind the scenes in trying to find those prospective students and find out what they're looking for, and then communicating that into the brand's image and media strategies. A little bit more about me. I also really enjoy the analytical writing that I've done at my time at Tulane. Last summer, I was doing a research project on Georgian protest history, where I looked into the past 70 years of history there, and then did a little bit of a breakdown in what makes protest movements successful. And this writing was really interesting for me because I like to look at things holistically and then figure out the little parts and understand how things have worked, this case throughout history. And I feel like that can easily be translated into what makes a brand succeed or fail in public perception, similar to, what makes protests successful in, the political sphere. So a little bit about what I hope to achieve in this internship program. As I mentioned before, I really do find my work most engaging and most successful when it's something that I've worked on for a longer period of time and when I understand the different parts into it. So that kind of translate into, what drives modern media in communication? How does the advertising get translated into brand imaging? And how do the different sectors of Boathouse make the client feel most represented and seen by their audiences? This is something that I translate not into just my schoolwork, but into my hobbies as well. I recognize the Boathouse mindset being geared towards rowing, and that's something that I also had a little bit of history with. I was a rower for 5 years, and my freshman year walked on to the crew team at Tulane. But now I've transitioned more towards the music sphere and the music department at Tulane. Last semester, I also was in my first opera, which was a really fun challenge for me. It was something that took up a lot of my time, and that's natural for me because music is something that I really do enjoy doing. I find it most engaging because of the way that you get a huge piece of music. In this case, it was Berman's masterpiece. It was an original contemporary opera. I broke it down day by day into, perfecting not just the notes, but the rhythmic patterns, working on when to find the moments of recovery in your breathing to get through the next phrase clearly, how to, perfect the verse so that it's not just vocally making sense, but also making sense and being understood by the audience who's receiving not just the sound, but also the message behind the lyrics and within the broader scale of the story, and connecting with the other audience members and the other cast members. And I find that both to be really rewarding, but also pretty similar to the Boathouse mindset of working collaboratively with the other people who are in the different sectors of understanding what drives messaging and what makes the audiences most connect with the message behind the brand. And that's also kind of covers the topic of a time that I worked on a team and what was my role. In Berman's opera, Berman's masterpiece, I was playing the role of Liz, who was one of the leading performers, and worked very closely alongside the Tulane Music Department professors Amy Frimmer and Professor Samarov. It was an original opera, so there was a lot of day-by-day working with the professors and not just understanding the storyline, but also making modifications here and there as it was the first time it would have been performed. And that was a very engaging experience and has made me really interested in better understanding how audiences connect to any piece of writing, any piece of performance, and then in this case with brand imaging, I find there to be a lot of alignment between the two spheres. So I hope I can continue to better understand how to bridge those connections through Boathouse, and I look forward to getting to learn more about the company and about marketing, advertising, and brand management. Thank you.